NCAA tournament reaching its Sweet 16. And for the second straight game, the top seed Ohio State on the ropes and in trouble. Greg Oden and the Buckeyes trying to beat Tennessee a second time this year. South region in San Antonio, the freshman already with 2 fouls, gets his third. He had more fouls than points in the first half, just 2 points in 9 minutes. Tennessee took advantage. Josh Taft, get it, got it, good. Vol shot 9 of 15 from 3 in the first half. They were up 17 at the break. But a team like Tennessee will occasionally allow you to come back in it. Mike Conley Jr. up top to Ron Lewis. Long moments later, Oden whistled for his 4th foul. Oden played a season-low 18 minutes in this game, but David Lighty hits a wide-open 3, and we're tied at 79. Soon after, Lewis, the senior from somewhere near Corpus Christi, puts the Buckeyes up 3. He had 18 of his 25 in the second half. But Tennessee comes right back. Chris Lofton, he had 6 3-pointers. Tennessee 16 as a team. Under 10 seconds left, tied at 84. Mike Conley steps to the line for 2. Hits the first, misses the second. He was 9 of 14 from the line, 17 points. So Tennessee has a chance. Ramar Smith, a pretty good look. But Greg Oden, one of his 4 blocks. Ohio State comes back to win, but it wasn't easy.
We never got into a rhythm. We never got into a flow. And quite honestly, they punched us so hard. And I mean, we were at the 9 count.
Their body language was like they had already had the game won. And we just had to come out with aggressiveness like they were the first half.
2-point baskets were tough to come by, particularly in the second half. We only had 4 2-point baskets in the second half, and we just didn't have the ability to get ourselves to the foul line like Ohio State, and then we didn't convert when we got there. So we're terribly disappointed.
Buckeyes don't have a title yet, but they do have some history. They were down 17 at the half Thursday to Tennessee. This is the largest comeback in the Sweet 16 rounder later. Previous high, 16 points by UNLV exactly 20 years ago to the day of Ohio State's comeback. The Rebels won in the Elite 8 against Iowa. Steve Lavin, how did the Buckeyes come back to win?
For the second consecutive game, the Ohio State Buckeyes come out lifeless, listless, pulling a Rip Van Winkle, sleepwalking through the first half against the Tennessee Vols. They were beaten to the punch in every phase of the game. In transition, from distance, on the boards, the Vols dominated the Buckeyes. But Thad Matta fired up the troops at halftime. They responded well. Ron Lewis, a 5th-year senior, a transfer from Bowling Green, lights it up for 25 points. Greg Oden with the game-saving shot block, and the Buckeyes advance after playing with fire, trailing by 20 points at one time. They move on to the Elite 8.
But a lot of Texas A&M Aggie fans in San Antonio. Second half. Less than a minute left in the game. Aggies up 1. AC Law, Captain Clutch, Jiminy crime, and he blew the layup. Rough shooting night for Law, 6 of 17 from the field, 13 points. Crucial sequence here. 15 seconds left. Andre Allen misses a 3. Jeremy Hunt, he misses that. Memphis had 10 offensive rebounds, 3 of them right there on that play. So Anderson going to the line. Memphis, one of the worst shooting teams from the free throw line in the country, but Antonio Anderson hits both of them. Last chance for A&M. Down a bucket. Dominique Kirk for the win. No, sir. Memphis wins by 1. Their 25th straight win. They get Ohio State in the Elite 8 Saturday. West Regional, UCLA and Pitt. Pruitt's Ben Howland taking on his former team and good friend Jamie Dixon. First half, Darren Collison finds Aaron Aflalo for 3. UCLA led 32-26 at the half. Neither team shot better than 43% from the field. Aflalo, 3 for 11 from the field. Second half, Josh Shipp is pure from 3. He had 16, Bruins up 12. Buck 30 left, Levance Fields cuts it to a 56-51 lead with that 3. But Michael Roll hits this J, and the Bruins made their free throws down the stretch. They win 64-55. They're into the regional finals for a second consecutive year.
Southern Illinois and Kansas, Bill Self and the 1-seed Jayhawks. Noah Saluki is an Egyptian hunting dog. And they would have some bite. Brandon Rush for Kansas. He had 12 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. And the bench goes crazy. Under a minute to go, Southern Illinois down 3. Jamal Tatum goes baseline. Says it's a shot he practices in the gym constantly. He had 19. Rush said, Rush, somebody had to step up down the stretch and make a good play. I'm glad I did. Time winding down. Salukis down 3. No for Tatum. No good. Randall Falker gets the ball and somehow loses control. Almost pulls a Freddie Brown there. Kansas gets it back, and Julian Wright would be fouled on the other end. And Kansas, deep breath of relief, 61-58.
Vanderbilt, Georgetown. Winner gets the Carolina USC winner coming up. Let's go right to the second half. Hoyas by 1, Hoyas by 3. Roy Hibbert, 5 of 7 from the floor. 5 offensive rebounds like that one was. Later, Vandy leads. And Hibbert fouls Derek Byers. That's his 5th personal. He gets 6 in the NBA, but only 5 in college. He's ejected. 12 points and 10 boards, or disqualified. Jonathan Wallace, big jumper there. Hoyas shot their threes well, 8 of 19. Patrick Ewing Jr. fakes, misses. DeJuan Summers calling for the foul. Here's Patrick Sr. You can't believe it. So Vandy shoots 2 at the other end. Dan Cage real good at that. Commodores by 1, and Jeff Green, the replay seemed to indicate that he traveled. Alex Gore never got a shot off, and the Hoyas to the Elite 8 for the first time in 11 years.
Tournament East region from Sweet 16 to the Elite 8, UNC, they want to be elitists. North Carolina, 21 Sweet 16 appearances, the most of all time. Well, they acted like they'd never been there before. USC led by 9 at intermission after Gabe Pruitt comes up with that flush. It was a 12-point lead. Later in the half, though, Tar Heels get it down to 5. Brandon Wright jump hook, 3-point game. He had 21. Then the steal on the inbounds pass. Wayne Ellington on the break. Tries to show off, doesn't get it. Danny Green. Fundamentals put it back good. Tar Heels take the lead, 60-59. Ensuing possession for the men of Troy. Taj Gibson shot blocked by Wright. Ellington finishes on the other end. UNC at 62-59. Tar Heels then build the lead to 6 and add more. Ellington, nice reverse lay-in. Tar Heels 18-zip run there. Ellington 12 points, and USC wins at 74-64. Look at what North Carolina did after Taj Gibson picked up his 4th foul of the game for USC. 12:25 remaining at that point. Heels outscore the Trojans 29-7, dominate the glass, especially the offensive boards getting second chances. 21 total rebounds, 10 of them on the offensive end. Postage.
At halftime, we all just looked at each other, and Coach Robinson said it's now or never, and we had to play with that intensity now, or we're going to be going home.
I personally never lost faith in our kids. I have a tremendous amount of confidence in our team. We didn't get off to a great start in the second half like I'd hoped we would. But even at the 16-minute timeout, I said, let's stop making silly mistakes and giving them easy ones. Let's make them earn some stuff.
UNC Georgetown Sunday, that'll be fun. Will it be this fun? 25 years ago in the national title game, MJ, freshman, winner, Patrick Ewing, James Worthy, Fred Brown, turnover, oops, 63-62, Dean Smith's first national championship. Sunday, they will decide who goes to the Final Four in Atlanta. The Tar Heels, Hoyas meet again. North Carolina scoring effectively. Well, the Georgetown Hoyas have been locking teams down on defense. It's a clash of styles, of pedigrees, and of history.
Florida continues its quest to become the first repeat champions. Duke won back-to-back in 91 and 92. Last 5 defending champions have not made it past the Sweet 16. Butler, the opponent, like back in 2000. Joakim Noah, 2 of 4 from the floor, 9-11 from the line, very efficient. How about Pete Campbell? He buries the 3. Butler led from 8-6 to 29-27, but Florida finishes strongly in the first half. That was Torian Green for 3. Now, Butler scores here, A.J. Graves. Now, no more field goals in the next 6 minutes. And that was 6:15 to go. That's not good. Defense tightens down the stretch. There's Horford. He shot his free throws well, 8 of 10. The team 23 of 28. Corey Brewer, Gators by 5. Again, they kept scoring field goals while Butler stopped down the stretch. Al Horford. Boy, Florida last year, they won all their games by big margins. Not this year, Billy Donovan. How come?
I thought, in about 5 or 6 minutes to go in a game, I thought the Butler kids did a terrific job coming up with loose basketballs, knocking balls out of our hands, getting some second shots.
We were careless with the ball tonight, and we can't do that. And we got to take care of the ball because stuff like that can get you beat. And hopefully we can fix it and come out the next game and come out with a lot more energy the second half and play our style of basketball.
So Florida becomes the first defending tournament champion to reach the Elite 8 since Michigan State did in 2001. Spartans won that game but lost to Arizona in the national semifinal. Kentucky and Arizona did so before Michigan State, but those teams lost in the Elite 8 round.
Midwest, Sweet 16, UNLV, Oregon with the winner to get Florida. First half, Tawan Porter. Now, some people, they like a bellhop. I prefer a Porter. Porter buries the 3. And then Porter, he will nail the 3 In the second half, Oregon's up 15, and Porter will nail the three. Carrying the load, he had 33 points, 8 of 12 three-point shooting. But with a minute to play, UNLV, they're not giving up. Michael Ume. Oprah. You were just waiting for it, weren't you? UNLV within 4. John Darger within 2, but not much time left. Rebels have to foul the inbounds. Not happening. Oregon makes free throw 76-72. They advance to the Elite Eight. Here is your Midwest region final on Sunday. It's not 1 versus 2, but it's close. Florida, third-seeded Oregon. Gators with the experience, but Oregon has been red hot so far during the NCAA tournament.